Welcome everybody. We're live. We're back playing more Sherlock. We're gonna solve crimes. We're gonna solve those gay crimes. My headphones are tangled. I had a lot of technical issues today, and it's kind of making me worried about the state of my computer. Because we already know my computer is possessed, but like at this point, it doesn't even want to like open OBS anymore. So maybe there's a plugin I need to get rid of. I may need to build my stream setup from the ground up again because it is not enjoying what it's doing. Like I don't even do anything and it crashes. It just is open. So maybe, quite possibly, I need to build it up from the ground up again. But yeah. How's everyone doing? Also, sorry for being late. Just seems how that's the cookie crumbles these days. So last time, our brother came, our jealous brother, about how hot and sexy we are and how we have a boyfriend, but we also like to look around for other men around town. He wasn't about that, so at least that's what I remember. I may have made that up, and maybe I don't remember the narrative as good as I'd like to think, but we do need to go over here.
This is where I keep my...
Okay, take that. Okay, the High Court Justice yesterday convicted Liam Hurtley to 30 years of imprisonment for the murder of Peter Carey. Despite numerous pleas of not guilty and the lack of evidence as put forth by Hurtley's lawyer, the jurors agreed on a severe punishment. The decision was due to charge being brought by Sherlock Holmes, the great detective who led the murder investigation. God did feel
This
extra
is where
homophobic.
I keep my post.
Okay.
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
Where's the phone? That's not a phone. That's a suitcase. Do we have a phone anywhere? Bedroom, maybe? Nope. Am I supposed to be doing something? No.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
Okay. Oh, and also, we do have a special guest today. Pixie is here. She wants attentions. And I'll try my best to give it to her. Detection space right on the rails. Okay. Not the one DVD locker falling from the sky.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase.
Hey, he brings that everywhere. It comes in handy.
Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes!
A disappearing
Say something.
train?
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
Train guy doesn't
too
seem
dark.
that concerned.
Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
I like this close-up on Watson. For whatever reason. This is Watson, right? Yes, it must be. I thought his face was a little bit rounder.
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
Okay, inspect the scene. Evesham, that's where we are. Okay, so that's how you leave. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible. Is it, Holmes?
No, of course not. Oh, maybe. You have anything to talk about? Oh, he kind of literally the only thing in this game that has a distinguishing feature is the facial hair. So if they have facial hair that isn't completely terrible, I'm into it. Oh, Watson's following me. As he should. Okay. We're just gonna walk in the middle. If something comes, that's God's decision. Okay.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual. Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual. Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
I don't know what that means. Does that just mean ice?
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
Hello, Danny. Hello, Scatter. How are
A
you?
discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
And thank you for the biddies, by the way. Okay, can't go any further. No, empty bottle. Wait, can we examine that? That just says... No, can't examine that.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Good question.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
Nothing else there. The awards were announced. No, for a fact I didn't win any of those categories. Oh, Watson's running. Look at that man. He's doing a light jog. I don't know what else I'm supposed to look for. Nothing else here. Maybe I need to go inside the... train station. Did that paper just go through the building? Also, what's with all the paper? don't know what else to look for.
First of all, let us examine the area where the train
I
disappeared.
thought we did. I thought we did. It was that rooster. Oh, maybe we could go out here. Nope. Okay, now I'm on the rail. I'm on the railing, rather. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to do this, but I did it anyways. Okay, we'll go around. Anything over here? Nope, can't go over there.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. Railway sleepers, nothing unusual.
And then I can't go any further than that.
Railway sleepers, nothing unusual. A discarded item. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for.
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible, is it, Holmes?
Railway sleepers, nothing unusual. A discarded item.
Okay, I'm missing something, I guess. I don't know where to go. Oh, there's the imaginary. What if the train was just leaving?
Railway. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
Okay, I don't know what else to do here. There has to be something else.
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
I don't know what else to do. Okay, we're gonna stare at this for a bit. No. What about that? There's nothing else.
A discarded item. Possible. Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
I am utterly confused about what to do. Because it wants me to examine here. There is literally nothing else here. There's a bottle. There's the ground that says there's no tracks. And then there's sleepers, which I don't even know what that is.
Without leaving a... Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible. Is it, Holmes?
There's something on the wall. I can't even get close to the wall. I can't go beyond this. So there's nothing in this field. Or at least there isn't supposed to be. Oh. That man's a runner. How am I stuck at the simplest of tasks?
There are no tracks.
It was very easy to investigate a tiny room last time.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
Is there anything here that looks like I can interact with it? Because it would be bright green if it was. I am confused. Anything in the tree?
A discarded item, possible. There are no tracks or railway sleepers.
Okay, I'm tired of those pieces of dialogue. Hello, Gnarl. Not quite Nancy Drewing, but I wonder if there's any Nancy Drew games on Switch. Is that a thing? No. And if I go past that, it says that. And then there's the Imaginarium. So yeah, I have
There are no tracks or footprints on the...
no idea what else to do. Don't have any, we have literally nothing to work with. I'm like legitimately wondering if something didn't load.
Trains can't.
There are no...
Because we have this bottle, these
There are no tracks or
no
footprints
tracks,
on the...
and sleepers,
There are
which
no
I
tracks
still
or
don't know what they are.
footprints on the ground.
Is it just... I don't know what that means. The last investigation was so easy. Well, because it was a dead body in a shed. Now we're just on a track trying to find out what happened to a disappearing train. And it won't let me continue unless I look at everything. It feels like something didn't load. I can't unload the area and load back in without exiting the game. Okay, this is where we thought it disappeared.
Pip pip cheerio! The boy is here to aid you more, my lord.
Twitch recommends someone playing Nancy. That was probably Half Moon Joe. They played Nancy Drew every Monday. I do not see... Watson! You're supposed to help me. Do I need to look it up? There's literally... It's only over there and there's nothing else over here. I had to look up how to play a Sherlock Holmes game. Let's look it up. Also, how are the other people not as concerned about there just being a disappearing train? They did the first case in an hour? How did they do that first case in an hour? It took me 2. When did they have an arm wrestling match? I fully missed the piece of evidence in the last case. I just locked that man away and said throw away the key. There's a full third suspect. Okay, here goes this one. We see the jealous brother. Why do I have trouble with every game? There's a run button. Sherlock was running. And you're telling me there's a run button. What is the run button? There's a gate? Wait. Move. Oh my god, there's a run button. There's a run button. Okay, I didn't know you could interact with this. Okay. Watson. Don't go ahead of me.
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
I thought it was just part of the experience that you would walk slowly everywhere.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner? But I...
Multiple traces, wheel traces, heavy vehicle traces.
Traces. Let's take a closer look. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
Yeah, there's a disassembled warehouse near Eversham and deep traces left by a large truck with a base of around 6 feet 7 inches that was most likely transporting materials. Can't go on there.
This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
Evesham. So not Eversham? Did I add an R somewhere?
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible, is it, Holmes?
Well, clearly not. I don't know. This seems like something important to examine, but maybe not. Okay, did we inspect everything there?
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
Okay, I'm still missing something apparently. It is Evesham.
First of all, let us examine the area where the...
Oh, that's not what I meant to press. So it just disappears there, which doesn't make sense because that's over there. So it's not how it looks.
It's chocolate.
It's chocolate? Oh, it's chocolate. Okay, back to the walkthrough. Why was Watson just looking at me like that? Okay, that does not make any sense. You're supposed to be able to examine the rails themselves, which you can't.
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible, is it, Holmes?
Can you? Oh my
The
god, you
rails
can.
have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues, and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
Do I think Georges was in the bottom? Yeah, I don't really remember who else could have been in the bottom. This feels very homoerotic. Oh, I have been putting a homoerotic spin on every aspect of this game. It's already in this playthrough, in my canon, they're boyfriends. But they are open at times. So Sherlock is
Good
always on
morning.
the prowl.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Friend.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
Okay. Let's look at this means. Fully gray hair. Spots of earth. And wedding ring.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago.
It was burgled.
The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
For fun, maybe. Or to steal a train.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
See you later,
Jasmine?
my good man.
Her runway was better. Though also it wasn't my favorite runway to begin with.
This part is probably from a locomotive. An old locomotive bell. This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
I didn't love Bosco's. I'm gonna be honest. I also didn't think Bosco should have won.
Holmes, how is it even... The whole...
Okay. Message to all stations. Mr. Robinson is located in the Bridlington station.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson. Here is the train set.
Okay. Okay. And
A telegraph.
a map at some point. Watson's needy? I don't really get that vibe. Watson literally does far too much. Is this the map? There we go.
This map will be useful. According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows, and they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private, and it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
Meeting on Graham Cracker.
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
Why is no one else caring about the fact that the entire train got burgled? Oh, I see where that knee is, Watson. Don't think I don't. Trying to get freaky in the cab car.
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
Okay, he doesn't really change his dialogue much, does he? Who are you? Would you like to be a third?
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
Work clothes. Cheap ticket. Married. Ugh. Rough skin. Or like married with rough skin? No, thank you.
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
I mean, the racism popped out, but it's about the Spanish. They deserve it. They brought us Catholicism.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day.
And
Who
for
am
what?
I speaking?
Why?
My name is Sherlock
didn't need
Holmes,
that.
and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
Australian hat. Expensive clothes. Heavy gold ring. No wedding ring though. Say about that. Fancy shoes, crocodile skin.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the
The
disappearing
original white
train.
I don't
It
think
would
they were
help
the
if you could answer
original
my
white
questions.
colonizers.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
Special wagon.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
Something direction prototype value.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazes Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazes Company?
Put two
It's a
and two
large South
together.
American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damned train.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you travelling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We
Don't
cannot
be
wait
yelling
any
at this
longer.
twink. He doesn't
The
deserve it.
regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot.
He's just doing his
You will
job.
pay for it. I will sue you.
Oh, such a humanitarian this man
The ticket
is.
inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean Company.
Okay. We got some clues. No traces of the train. Special way. Stolen rain train. Train vanished with people. Wait. There. The Chilean stay on the train was just a coincidence. Nah, I think it was they were the ones doing it. The controller removed all passengers from the train except for the Chileans. And wait, nope. We have more clues that we could put together. Special wagon, stolen train track, no trace. No. And I don't think these two, no, they don't go together.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
Let's do the thing first. Young age. Clean clothes. Instructions. Ink smudges.
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
Sherlock is like, no, we're not having that today.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say. How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Nope. It's
Apart
just
from the
oh
passengers,
my god.
I did.
what was it?
Sorry, I have worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
That's not how it works.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Okay. Duarded. Okay. Nothing else here. Let's go. Oh, we can just go into the cab. Chesterfield. You know, me and Watson could be on the same side, cuddling. We like to keep it professional.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
A fishing advertisement.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not. How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
Huh? What? The 18 hours 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
This man is drunk. Clean clothes. Married. Oh, I see. It's like, god damn it. Why is everyone married? Alcohol flask. Fishing line.
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
Drunk? That's off
No.
limits, sir.
Nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
I had no idea what he just said.
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
I said, that man is useless to our endeavor. And he's probably going to stay drunk the entire game. Okay. The train passed through Chesterfield Station despite our being unsure if the station master sent the report. The train never passed through Chesterfield Station. The station master was drunk and his testimony seems unreliable. He could have sent the report without witnessing the train. The train passed through Chesterfield Station. I don't know yet. We're gonna have to keep that one. For a bit. Special wagon. Yeah, none of those yet.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
Oops. I mean, what happens if I pick that one? That doesn't go anywhere. And if I pick this one, it also doesn't have a connection.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
And Miss Plum in the pantry with the candlestick. Honestly, playing Clue right now, not a bad
A
idea.
telegraph.
Sure. How did I do that? I was standing on top of the telegraph. Oh, I'm on the door. I'm on the door now. Okay, let's get out of here. Cluedo stream. Is Clue on Switch? There is a Clue video game, but I don't know if it's on Switch. I know it's on Steam. It is. It is far too expensive. Are you kidding me? This game is $30. Oh my god. That is so expensive. That's just the game itself, and then there is a season pass, which I don't know what that has. All I play is Switch. All I can play is Switch because I can't. My computer can't play PC games and stream at the same time. And I only have a Switch. I don't have any other consoles. So that's why I'm a stream switcher. A Switch streamer. Stream switcher. I'm a stream switcher. Let's look at what's being released. Or what has been released. Isn't there's supposed to be a big Switch sale happening soon. Ball Rush. This is one of them mobile ad games you see all the time. Frog Ball? I never heard of Frog Ball. Draw a stick, man. Oh, look, we're playing that right now. Hungry Ball Physics. Webbed came to Switch? Oh, I forgot about that. I wanted to play Webbed. Circus Pocus. I think we looked at that earlier. What's this? Yeah, who needs Super Monkey Ball when you have Frog Ball? Okay, let's see at the upcoming. Wait, how do you see upcoming? Wasn't there upcoming releases? Is it in the featured? Oh, it's a coming soon. I'm on it, but it's taking 8,000 years to doing. I thought it was called upcoming. This is taking forever. Ollie Ollie, we will be playing this tomorrow. Ollie Ollie, Zoru. Saw that. Oh, Goncho, that game actually looks interesting. All the putt-putt games. Putt-putt Pajama Sam. That's what the gaming world needs. Death Park. It's a clown. Which means I'm legally required to play it. Inua. Oh, no. Derpy Conga, that game looks interesting. Grapple Dog. I want to play that too. Don't know what this is. Breakout Recharged. Okay. This image did not coincide with what I thought the game was going to be. Blips. Cellular Harvest. Pendulous Swing. From Heaven to Earth. That's like a free runner game, I think. Yeah. Little Orpheus. I heard this game is so good. Oh, this game. It looks, oh, Aztec, Forgotten Gods. It looks so good. I'm so playing that. The Kraken Academy also looks really good. I think, I can't remember, Kraken Academy's on PC already. And then Kirby, of course. Okay, and then we're already in April. Okay, let's leave. Was there anywhere else to go?
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that
I
is
think
obvious.
he
Why
has
are you
said that
asking such
at
peculiar
least 100
questions?
times by now.
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
We just saw a handcart with train and a whistle on it. This metal handcart seems directly connected to our mystery. Reconstruct the handcart to see if it can imitate a vanished train.
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the... I should use the appropriate object here.
I don't know where to put this.
I should use the appropriate...
Oh, I can turn it. That would have been useful. Oh. What am I missing?
I should use the appropriate...
I don't think I'm missing anything. Oh. That's the wooden base. That may have just been the wooden base. Oh. There we go.
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle. We need to attach a head.
Okay, we need a headlight and a steam whistle. Which, there were parts in the first station. Okay, let's see all the evidence we have. Dismantled warehouse, train composition, railway map. Train was delayed. Robinson stepped off his machine. Company, rookie station master, Chesterfield report. And then the drunk guy. I think I had the hiccups. Hopefully not.
An old locomotive bell. This part is...
Nothing there.
This part is probably from a locomotive.
Maybe over here? I forgot I could run. No.
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
Okay, maybe not here was the move.
Locked. There is no sense in asking the station master.
Oh, we're just gonna break in.
Railway post bags. These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them. Bags were recently dragged here. French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
And again, Sherlock very classist. He's like, poor people don't deserve nice things.
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me.
Asking a
I
drunk
should
man about his dirty
Although,
tool.
might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink, and whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
You are an idiot.
The whole train just disappeared.
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
Anything else in here? Nar. Okay.
French wine?
Okay, nothing in here. Okay, that's the only place we haven't looked for a light or horn. Whistle. Same thing. Why Watson always looks so anxious? Maybe he's waiting for Sherlock to propose. What if they get married at the end? Okay, yeah, y'all are in here, still mad. Stay mad. What's over here? Nothing in there. What about you, sir? Can you help us? Nope.
Railway post bags.
Other people just chilling about. Okay. Wants me to leave. I go there. Watson's going on his own adventure. There we go. Oh, there's nope, there doesn't really seem to be anything in here. Where does one get the light and whistle, though? Why do you look at me like that? I talk to...
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
Don't touch anything, please.
Okay, fuck this man. Okay, up to him? No. Why is there just always paper just flying about through the air? Okay, no one here was useful.
The entire train has disappeared.
Railway.
Nothing in here either. Watson, you're in my way. Something has to get done with that bell at some point.
This part is probably an old locomotive.
Hello, Kenzo. How are you? Let me do... a shout out because I haven't done the automatic one yet.
This part is probably from a locomotive.
Okay, nothing here. Let's check the warehouse again. No, there doesn't seem to be nothing here. Okay. It must just be that one that we were at. None of the other ones make sense. They don't really seem to have anything. So I must have just been missing. Been missing it again. Watson wants some dick. I mean, look how he leans in. He must. Like, I swear he scooches a little bit more every time we're in the cab. Anything out here? Wait, is this the right one? Yes, this is the right one. Okay. Nothing here.
We need to attach a headlight and a steam whistle.
Okay, we need the headlight and the steam whistle. There's a headlight. Oh my god. I swear I went in here and clicked everything, but apparently not. Literally just ran everywhere.
I need something long for the headlight to be attached.
I don't think... Okay, we took a fire extinguisher for some reason. I'm just gonna grab everything. I think they're... how do I say this? I don't think either of them are into either. Does that make sense? They don't like butt stuff, is what I'm trying to say. They'll do it every once in a while, but it's not how their preferred way of showing intimacy.
The long pole is now attached. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected. It is elementary, my dear Watson.
He said
we
the
shall
thing.
need a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here.
Oh, the fire extinguisher's for the whistle.
First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher. The steam whistle is ready to be used. Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
Huh. At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
Okay. So new clue, stolen rail. Go. Train never reached Evesham. It disappeared earlier and was faked by somebody using a handcar and spare train parts from Chester Station. So none of these are connected quite yet. Who do you think said I love you first? I don't think Sherlock has ever said I love you. Ever. Too much trauma. Okay. Okay. Use tools. Find out what special wagon was carrying. Let's look at the character portraits. Man in his 60s, he has been married for a long time. The fresh spots on earth upon his sleeves reveal a passion for gardening. His badge of honorable station master reveals he's a long-standing employee. All of this demonstrates his desire to live a quiet, stable life. By this passenger, hands and clothes, he appears to be a specialized worker. He has no baggage and he's alone. He's not traveling nor on vacation with his wife. He takes the train on a daily basis to get to work and back. In this event, he should be accustomed with the railway and be familiar with the station as regular fellow passengers. Robinson's is a wealthy man who holds a high position in society, clearly indicated by his expensive clothes and golden ring. His Australian hat and crocodile shoes may allow us to deduce that he is a foreigner who traveled to England. Most likely is here due to special interest, whatever. The station master of Bringington is fairly young. He tries to keep his uniform clean, and he is attentive to his duties. Fresh ink stains upon the fingers on his right hand indicate that the young man has been writing a great deal. It seems that he's almost completed his education, and this is his first serious position, and this guy's drunk. So this person will be met in our current case, this person will be met in our current case, and these are future cases.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
Hey, were we not gonna bring it back here? Or were we gonna bring it to the first one? I'm confusion. What was our task? Find out what the special wagon is carrying. This telegram, train composition.
I will not move from here until I receive...
It's a scandal.
Don't touch anything, please.
None of them have anything interesting to say. Nothing out here. So I'm still missing something again. Here. Was there other deductions I could have done? No.
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
Okay, I'm lost once again.
A fishing advertisement.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
What else am I missing? Isn't there a way to look back at dialogue? Search the archives. I can do that? All right, we brought them with us. Are they not on the train? Not on the train, in our cab.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
Wait, I don't see how they match up. Oh, right there. This is not correct. No, let's just skip it.
Here it is. There is a side
It was down
branch to the
there?
railway. Its first switch
Okay,
is
okay.
located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
Okay. So, new place to go. Then examine the side railway branch that begins at the railway switch. Examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station located between Chester and there. Okay. No, I'm stuck. Okay, we're really in the middle of nowhere. Okay.
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
Okay. All we need to know.
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to be looking for, because that's not it, apparently. What's it? We're stuck. Okay. Okay, I can't find anything else here. Okay, this place has creepy music. Watson. Ooh, he's
A
skedaddled.
funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman.
Okay, still racist. Don't just throw it on the floor, sir.
This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
What?
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
Okay. Why is this place so... I thought those armrests was a whole person.
Newspaper articles on horse racing, hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
Betting slips for horse racing. Betting slip. A telegraph.
Here we go. Anything of note? Nor anything in here? Ashtray, pieces of burnt paper.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. This ashtray. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong... These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that...
Well concluded, my dear fellow.
Oh fuck, I
A
pressed
man who
skip
smoked the
dialogue.
Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
Okay. So suspicion man at Doncaster Station was smoking Ricardo Turret, expensive Mexican cigars of excellent quality. He spent at least the last few days there. Detailed, what's the little piece of paper? A burn note that was found in the ashtray at Doncaster Waiting Hall. It still has a few legible sentences that highlight a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
Where? Over there. Postage.
This post bag belongs to the station master.
I ask you to trust me this time. I shall soon have more than enough money to repay the house mortgage. It's only a matter of days. You may continue living in the house without me, since that is your wish. So, Doncaster is looking very sketch. Whoever Edward is, please know that I still care about you, and that you will forgive me one day despite all the harm I have caused in recent years. Letter to a lawyer.
The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
In a reply to your last warning letter, I wish to assure you that I shall soon honor all of the latest installments I need to pay according to debt. So, whoever Edward is...
Railway post bags. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
This man is sketch. Melancholy. Melancholy. No watch. Missing button. Ring mark.
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph, just the same as all the other nights.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
Goodbye, sir. It is
That
obvious that we
I
cannot
had a
inspect
visceral
the quarry.
response to
Instead,
to
we
a
can
white
check
man
the beach
saying,
area
"What?
around
A
the flooded
Mexican
lake."
here?" I had such a response to that. I was getting really mad. I know that's not how it was supposed to be portrayed, but oh my god. Okay. Wait, can I go to... Okay, you could go to the beach. Let's just look over here real quick. No, not really anything here. Go to the beach. Let's look at a wave. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go to the restroom real quick. So I'll be RB. Okay. We're back.
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster Station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest.
Oh, where were you going? Heavy vehicle.
These traces were made by a carriage. Look.
It has horsey.
Nothing. The distance between the tracks is about
the
6
same
feet,
as the other
7
one.
inches. The vehicle would have... The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle. An abandoned gypsy caravan.
I mean, this 1890s, I guess it makes sense.
This place was abandoned fairly recently.
But not all the slurs. I guess we should be thankful there's not
Observing
more
the
slurs.
coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached.
Coastline is left on land. Metal plate.
A label with the name Las Zarpas.
Good accent. Okay, inspected beach complete.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
We have already discussed this. It didn't just disappear. It was stolen. I think Watson's playing with us at this point.
This place was abandoned fairly recently.
Nothing here. Can't go back there. Okay. I think we're done here. We need to go back here. We need to look at the switch. I wonder how many cases there are, because if it takes me like 3-4 hours just to finish one case, it's gonna be a long playthrough. Okay. Do you have anything to say?
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
What about in there? Nope. No switch there. Okay, there is a switch over here.
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look. The switch is rusted, but it still works. The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. The railway ends here. That is strange.
Okay. Stolen rail track. Flooded quarry? No. There we go. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the old railway to the flooded quarry. The train could have been sunk in the flooded quarry on Doncaster Station. It could not be sunk in the flooded quarry because the old railway that leads there is missing some rails. Well, I don't know yet. I don't think we have enough information. No. Okay. None of that. No, okay. If it could be sunk, there's no connections. If it couldn't be sunk, there's no connection. But also, yeah. Okay. Okay, we need to look for more clues here.
The railway ends here. That is strange. The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. Betting slips.
And nothing there helps us right now. That door just closed by itself. We have a ghost. Nope, but standing on top of stuff again.
Watson, would you like some tea?
No.
No tea?
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
There's still something to be searched here. Maybe out front? It's the warehouse. Why is the music all
You'll
spooky?
find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Okay, maybe there's just nothing here. Let's go back to this one. There's not really much to explore, it's just... yeah. Over here, maybe?
This road should go in the same direction as the railway.
Oh. But I can't. Yeah, okay. Not really much to investigate. Here. Okay. Encyclopedias?
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
Flying
My
lobsters.
search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas. My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas. My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
There. Las Zapas barge are leaders in heavy goods transportation. The Las Zapas label belongs to the Mexican consortium.
Here it is.
Okay. So they're a group that specializes in heavy transport and electricity services. So they're literally the perfect ones to get away with this. Okay. The Mexicans had recently utilized barges at the lake, probably to transport something heavy. And that concludes. The train has been sunk in the flooded quarry. So, now we know the train has been sunk. Okay. Do we tell the one that did the thing?
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Okay, you don't care. Let's go back to Isham and see if that train master cares. I need to find someone who cares. The problem is we haven't met anyone.
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
one here cares. What about which is the one with the rich guy? I think it's Brindleton. Why did my captions think I said the word naked? I did not.
I will not move from here until I receive...
Don't touch anything, please.
I'll touch whatever I like. Oh, gap in the floor. Sheet of paper.
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Insurance organized by Thomas L. Robinson for his prototype called the Autonomous Electricity Generator. The policy partially covers the loss of his prototype up to 50% of its value. Maximum cover amount £15,000. Insurance duration 1 year, renewable. Okay, well, I guess we need to ask him about it.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
You're a humanitarian.
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
So we can snoop.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him. This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
Watson's like, I want to be a part of these gay crimes. Okay, it's another one of these. Where's the endpoint? Wait. There we go.
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully. An exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
Okay, that's super shady. The lost prototype will bring a lot of easy money to Mr. Robinson, thanks to insurance and multiple fraudulent exclusive contracts. The loss of the prototype will bring a lot of easy money thanks to insurance and multiple fraudulent exclusive contracts. Even though he planned this fraud, he has lost far more than he could gain. The insurance will not cover the total cost of the prototype. I think it's Robinson's motive, personally. What happens if we pick the other one now? There's no connection. But I do think it is a motive. Which lands were left? Still think those were, and then those were, and then no one doesn't have any other. Okay. Talk to Mr. Robinson.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
I will not move from here
Oh,
until I
making-
receive my
Talk about
It's
them.
a scandal.
Don't touch anything, please.
Nothing else here. Okay, nothing in evidence. Still need to, okay, so still need to investigate those two places, but they don't seem to have anything. Does he count as anything? He probably does consider himself to be something. Okay, is there anything else over here?
The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. The railway ends here. That is strange.
I keep expecting like an alligator to pop out, but then I remember y'all don't have those. Y'all don't have to worry about that when you go into a swampy area. Over here. Well, I said alligator. We don't have crocodiles. I don't think. Do we have crocodiles? I don't know. We don't have those. We have alligators.
Railway.
There's nothing to investigate here. I don't know why it keeps telling me that there is.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
How do I just walk into the sea? This is creepy though. I don't know what else to search for. Okay, let's go somewhere else. But my only things are examine the side railway branch that begins at the railway switch and examine the Doncaster railway station for suspicious details and clues. But there isn't anything else that I can see. For Watson doing whatever this is. Okay, maybe it's something in this waiting hall. Okay, let's go to... Just where the drunk guy is? Yes.
Oh, will I ever...
Not here. Is there anything to look up?
This suitcase contains my archive.
Could be something in the railway switch. It's just I just don't know what it is. I also don't know how I could miss it considering there's literally nothing there. Nope.
I'm always wondering what's on your...
I don't know what to find here.
Mines. This is interesting. It would be quite possible for someone to redirect the train towards the mines.
Okay. I swear I looked at that sign. I swear I did. Maybe I just looked at it from too far away. Because you do need to be up close to, like, interact with the objects. Okay.
Here are the mines, Holmes. They appear to be abandoned.
The distance between the tracks is about 4 feet 8 inches. A lightly loaded vehicle came this way. There is a wooden beam lying on the rails. A small vehicle with wooden beams went down this way.
This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow you, Holmes.
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the railway to the flooded quarry. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing into the mines. Which one makes sense? Quarry or mines? Quarry for me makes more sense. If we're going with the sunk. But what happens if I pick the other one? Then we got all the contradictions. I'm going with quarry. It makes more sense to me. The mine just seems like a happenstance. Like, just so happens that there was an offshoot to the mine. Yeah. Collapsed mine, pile stone, paper package, pile stone.
This is an unusual kind of paper, stiff and dry. It was used for a specific purpose. Let us look inside. Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a... Watson, could you assist, please? Do you have your pistol?
Oh,
Good.
damn, he's loaded.
Fire.
Dynamite.
The mines were collapsed to hide the train. The mines were collapsed. Somebody wanted to close them intentionally. If this was there, then that completely goes against that. So what do we believe? Because if it's sabotage, but then I don't know how the mine's connected. way. Okay. Oh, over here. Nope, nothing there. Hello, Oak. How are you?
This box must be the safe. Let's open it.
Is this another lock puzzle? Okay. Okay. Let's focus on the right side first. Up. How's the solving going? It's
the Mexican
fine right
company
now.
Caracal and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines.
Oh.
I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
Okay, we inform you that the representatives of the past are granted free access from now on. This company is the future owner of the mines, and starting from today, a no trespassing rule is upheld against any representative of the Caracal Consortium.
Watson, it seems that both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
The man at Doncaster who flared our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
But where's he at? Okay. Oh, and thank you. My bubble. It do be looking nice, right? Okay, let's go back to Doncaster. I think that's where we need to go. I did think about it. I thought about that the last stream, that I should have gave myself a detective outfit.
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone. Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
De Chile.
Is this my first Sherlock? Yes. I've never played I actually never intake any Sherlock media before, let alone the games. Close. Oh, what was highlighted? Oh, a strong build. Marshall aren't an expensive cigar. Oh, I'm missing something else. Wait. Wrinkles.
Chile? But you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Because of your cigars.
See, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find
It just
them
really hits
anywhere
home
but
when
there.
someone's like,
Pero not your
I
business.
thought you were Mexican to any Latina person.
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros. Where did you arrive yesterday? They were on that damn train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just
I mean,
arrived,
like,
but we know that he has been here for several days.
Okay. Judging by the expensive brand of this man's cigars and the clothes that he wears, we may conclude that he is financially wealthy. The strong smell of tobacco surrounds him, and his breathing is harsh, indicating that he's been smoking heavily the past few days. The back of his hands are running callous, a sign of a man who is well practiced in the martial arts. Okay.
All these trains and railway stations, Chileans, Mexicans, and Robinson with his prototype. Holmes, I'm utterly lost.
Honestly, Watson, same. Same. Okay, so the Chile, and then, okay, but, okay. Did he get the first case right? I don't know. I didn't look. I kind of prefer not looking and just putting away. I do know for a fact that I completely missed a step. There's a point where you arm wrestle someone. I didn't do that. I didn't do that at all.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
You good? Okay, he good. He good. Okay. Okay, what do I need to do now? It's unwrapped. Is there a telegraph here or only in the one? There should be one here, right?
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the WEA Coal Company. Here is his reply, and it is an interesting one.
There are two companies, the Chilean I don't know how to pronounce it, Bacazas, and the Mexican Caracas. Both want to purchase the WEA coal mines. The Mexican Caracas consortium has established an initial deal and have prepared all the papers. However, the Chilean Bacazas sorry. Okay. However, the Chilean Bacazas group, aided by their influential connections, managed to snatch the concluding deal for the mines. Oops. Pressed the wrong thing. Okay, that was the entire thing. Okay, so the Chileans own the mines. I thought we were under the impression that... Okay, yeah, okay. So I am confusion. I thought the mines were just kind of a red herring. Okay, I don't really know where they got that from. Mexicans are angry. That's just a fucking funny sentence. The Mexican company held a grudge against its Chilean group, as the Chileans were favored for purchasing the WEA coal mine, despite the Mexicans' preliminary sales contract. But where does this come in with Robinson? Because I was pretty convinced it was in the quarry. But if that's not the case, because clearly the coal mine comes into play somehow. Okay, let me go do... Oop. So it keeps telling me to examine this railway station. Is there something up there? Nope. What else is there to examine here?
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I don't know what else to look for.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
Yeah, but we already looked in here.
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong... These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo. A greenish. This.
Okay, then let's see. Okay, let's say that it did. Sent it to the mines. I don't know Robinson's motives. I don't think any of this makes sense. I still think the quarry makes more sense. Let's see. Okay, so underneath the collapsed mine. Mexicans organized the Chileans stay on the train. This is why the controller removed all the passengers except for the Chileans. And Robinson is a victim. Sure, let's have Robinson be a victim. I really wanted him to be part of it, but I guess not. If he's there, yeah, that just could. Okay. Okay. Okay, I still don't know what to do next, though. Hello, Elliot. How are you? What are we missing? We're missing something. Insurance policy. Okay, I'm missing a clue here, but I don't know what. Is that the clue? No. No. That's what everyone has said so far. That we needed a detective outfit for the bubble. Like, I didn't think about it, and then I was busy yesterday. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I'm not supposed to be there. The thing about the detective hat is that the next 2 streams are gonna be Ollie Ollie World streams. So not really, that makes sense. I am missing something in this place.
Watson, would you like some tea?
And Watson doesn't want tea. What could it be?
Railway post bag. A telegraph.
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Newspaper articles on horse racing.
Do I hate the British?
Betting slips for horse racing.
Oh, did I not turn them around?
The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
I just didn't turn it around. I hate when I do stupid stuff like that. Okay. Gambling.
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
Goodbye, sir.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Okay, finished that. Concluded that. Train passenger. Okay, go back. I need to see the map. So if we're going with the mines, which now makes more sense in the quarry, then it never did pass here. It was carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sealed the train underneath the collapsed mines to hide their crime. The Mexicans' inhumanity towards the Chileans has cost many lives. You must act quickly. Contact Lestrade and allow the police to perform their load and swift justice, even at the risk of international conflict. A criminal organization such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. Give Mycroft the chance to resolve the conflict, even though it might be protracted and turn to his own advantage. I don't know yet. I feel like I don't know everything. That does make sense. And we have, I think, as much information as we're gonna get. I guess Robinson was just a coincidence, maybe. Or not a coincidence, but they were getting. He was part of it. He was a victim, I mean. Yeah, let's just say. Say it is, and then. I don't know which one to choose. I think we're gonna go with blind justice. Just get it done as quickly as possible.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble. But it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. Our other option is the local constabulary, and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. All the same, I think that I prefer the forces methods. It would be better to resolve the case quickly
now that
and
you put it this way, I
efficiently
kind of wish I
without
picked
any
the other
talk
option.
of politics.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
No, I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barcazas Company directors were trapped under the collapsed mines, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dig out the mines.
Huh. You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away. Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalist will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Why was that such a weird interaction? Ooh.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Well, that was quick. I hate the music they're using here. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Okay, you could just say I'm bad at the game. I could have shot the gun. That didn't happen.
Holmes, I had to do it.
You did it,
It is
but
all
we
right,
did it
Watson.
anyways.
He got what he deserved.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to
The head
ease
was the
your
bigger
sentence.
target. That is literally
After I
the only
returned from
reason I did
Afghanistan,
it.
I vowed never to take another human life.
Watson, you did in fact save a life. You should focus on that. Now come, there is still much to do.
We just traumatized Watson. Oh, just gonna accept it and move on with our lives. Okay, next one is Bloodbath. We'll get a little preview of what it will be, and we'll end stream. That's a long loading screen. And then we needed a loading screen after our loading screen.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
Watson cares about us.
The pupil is dilated. The temperature appears to be normal. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. I need to concentrate and... A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute.
So Sherlock not doing good. Not doing good at all.
But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to
Please don't tell me this motherfucker poisoned himself.
You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and Datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr.
Why did he
Holmes,
say that so
Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
seductively? I know we're
Mr.
running
Holmes
with
is
this
unable to see anyone at the moment. He is
this idea
unwell.
that Holmes
Good
and,
day, Inspector.
and Watson
Mr.
are,
Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I
but
need
like,
your help. This is
we
a
don't really
strange
have
one.
to pretend that hard,
We
do
brought
we?
in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more
Again,
complex
we don't have
and
to,
maybe to your liking.
try that hard
It's
to
a
imagine
murder, but we're unable to find any
Holmes
weapon.
being a
We
flaming
haven't
homo.
touched anything. It's at the Roman
At
baths
this
in
point, it's
Strand
basically
Lane.
confirmed.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
Okay, that is where we're going to end it. We'll see this murder. Maybe we'll even see the 2, naked guys tied up on a boat. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, I'm ending it there. Thank you all so much. We will be playing more of this, but probably not until maybe next Monday, because we have Ollie Ollie World DVD Friday, which is also the birthday stream. And Pokemon Legends Arceus, which actually I don't know if it's been delivered, but it should be delivered today. If it hasn't been yet. So yeah, we have plenty of games to play, but thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.